Hey, my name is Jennifer James, and I'm going to start by teaching you some stretches and warm-ups that'll help you. So what you want to do is start with some stretches, because stretching is the most important part of the game. You don't want to hurt yourself when you're catching. So there's things like arm over your chest, over your head, all the basic leg stretches that you want to make sure you do before starting your game. What I like to start with before doing my drills is wall sits. I'm sure you've done these before, but you got to make sure you do them right. So what you do is you find a sturdy fence or a wall, and you get your butt at a 90-degree angle, and you sit there without helping yourself out with your arms for at least a minute or more. I like to do 3 minutes. But you want to make sure you don't cheat yourself, because if you cheat yourself, you're not winning, okay? You want to make sure you do those until you actually feel a burn. Don't stress yourself out, though. One part of the game is when you get a stupid ball that the pitcher throws into the dirt, and that's when you got to drop block. So drop blocking is always a good thing to learn when you're first starting out to catch, because you want to make sure your pitcher looks good even when you're not the one pitching the ball. A drop block works is you always have your glove first before your knees drop to the ground. And you always want to make sure your body is framed around the ball. So first, I'm going to start. And you always want your head to be down, and your chin into your chest, and your glove between your legs, with your hand behind. When your hand is behind your glove, never put it like this, because if a ball gets under it, you're going to break them. So always either like this or like this. I prefer this. It's more comfortable. Alright, drop blocking drills are pretty fun too, although they may seem difficult. I like to do the up-downs around the square, which means I do 3, 3, and 3. You always want to draw your fork. I like to think of the ASU fork facing to all your bases. This also is good for throwing down. But I like to start with the middle. So you do rapid fire in the middle. And then once you get good at down the middle, you can do all around. And it gets pretty hard, but you got to keep doing it. Throwdowns. Throwdowns is when a runner is stealing the base ahead of them and you're wanting to get them out. A throwdown must be as quick and clean as possible, without any error. Okay, there are different ways to throw down. For me, since softball is a much quicker game, you want to have fast speed. So I always throw from my knees, which is more efficient for me, and I have better arm speed. But one technique is throwing with your X. So your X is when you're standing tall and you finish through to your knee. And that's one technique for beginners that I like to use. First, we'll start with the throw from your knees. Make sure when you are throwing from your knees that you step with your left and finish through with your right knee. So you're always facing third. But make sure your throw still is straight on to second base, or wherever you're throwing. Alright, so when you're in your squat and there's a runner on base, you always want your butt up. And then when you're going through your throw, you get the ball, you take a right step with your right foot, then your left, and your ball is always going to be thrown at your ear. And you're going to lead with your elbow and finish through at your knee. And that's how the X's work. Alright, the last part of the game that is really important that I see a lot of mistakes in is pop-ups from the batter. A pop-up can either be through the infield or it can be just behind you. But everyone seems to field them wrong, so I want to teach you how to do them right. Alright. First, we'll start with the basics. When a batter hits a foul ball that goes back to you, the ball is spinning enough and the ball wants to go back into the field. So the spin will chase you. So if you're going to field a ball that comes back to you this way, the ball is going to run away from you. That's why your back must always face the pitcher when you have a ball that's popped up behind you. Run! You always want to make sure you yell at zeros, because that third baseman over there really wants it.